the turd bag science community, addicted to violence and stuff, could not be more wrong about their perception of humanity. Could not be more wrong. When you look at the standard of the gracious good shepherd, and then you look at what we have now, and you can't say the liberals are any better than the conservatives, because they're the setup guys for the conservatives to make the liberals look like salvation from the conservatives. Like what? So, okay, we're either going to be porn stars or pimps. The right wing, the conservatives are pimps. Donald Trump's a pimp. Like even Ice-T said that. He even, and the liberals, porn stars. These girls got exploited by these pimps. Now these girls are making all the money because they control who they want to pay money for their pussy, right? So either way, they're both assholes. Okay, they're both disgusting. This is 2025, and I performed what was necessary for the apocalypse to be accepted worldwide by men and women that love their children by January 22nd, 2013. It's Christmas Eve is for marketing 2025. You guys, if you don't feel pathetic by now I get the little thing. I watched the thing on the news last night with the little people that won the light bulb thing in El Paso with the little thing for the Zootopia because the little girl likes it. She's 7, right? And so I understand that. I put together a basketball bar and so everybody will come and spend time with Grandpa. And, build, it's not build moments before they pass away. It's doing the right thing every day, Getting together with the people that made decisions. You ever heard that song "Have My Baby" by Paul? You could have, you could have swept it from your life, but you didn't do it. You have my baby, right? And so when people they have options, they can sit there and say, "No, we don't want anything to do with you. Your mom was crazy. Get away." They have options, and stuff, and if my sisters were alcoholics and drug addicts, yeah, he'd probably say that. You're just as crazy as your mother, get out of here. And so would my sisters. They're white and conservative Christians. Me, I'm hard to get a hold of, but I would say, man, I'm sorry that happened to you. I am helping you. I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. I'll just keep working on it till we're all living the Lord's Prayer and people don't feel they have to find comfort in drugs and alcohol. You're welcome. And that's my answer to everybody. That one lady, you going to pay for my groceries? I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. You don't have to pay for groceries if you stand up like me to be a man and love children the way I do. Okay, so it's not that hard. No, it's really not. All you have to do is just get up, stand up for your right, and speak the truth. Speak the truth, and everybody learns, oh, well, that's how we live truthfully. There we go, And so the courage of faith has already been established for you beyond any reasonable doubts and above and beyond the call of duty by January 22nd, 2013. Okay. This going up till Christmas Eve, 2025. That's just icing on my cake, son of a bitch. When you have a dream at night, right, and it's about your mom, and it's stupid, and you're like, okay, that's just Mark Zuckerberg trying to fuck me in the head to remain a billionaire so he can win all the games on the plane and Cheryl can have sex with the hot blondes in the back, so, and they can video record it. Yeah, there you go. And then sell it, right, because they're liberals. Okay. They're conservatives. You can't do that unless Donald Trump makes a cut off of it, right? So that's how they work. And so you guys vote for him and say, oh, Jesus is best friends with Donald Trump. No, Jesus doesn't talk to Donald Trump. Donald Trump doesn't talk to Jesus. Okay, same with Pete Hegseth, Pete Holman, no. They have virtual presence and they get a little cocky, and some of the people they have working for them can't help but get cocky. It's like, seriously? Oh, go sodomize somebody in a prison in Venezuela. Is this the most secure you've ever seen the border? How many 13-year-olds are going to have sex with in Tijuana after this is done? Okay, well, you have a nice life. You're an ugly man. I see why you have to pay money to fuck little teenage girls in Mexico. Okay. Well, tell Carl I said, hey, I want to be county assessor, right? I'm a vet. Yeah, they're vets. when I had to take a job to pay my bills, because they screwed with my athletics. You know, they were trying to get me to, the only option that they would give me would be to go to a right-wing conservative college with a curriculum I couldn't agree with, and I didn't want to put the coaches in a difficult position to have to cheat on my academics because the professors would not pass me because I wouldn't tell them, no, I agree. The book here says it's only 5,000 years old. It doesn't say that. It says here in Genesis, no, I don't think you're understanding the translations too good, and I don't think the translations are that good. Okay, but if you follow the chronological order and the values are good. But all the mythological stuff, if it didn't happen, it doesn't happen now. It didn't happen then. Okay, and so Stan Lee's full of shit, man. Don't be Stan Lee, right? Unless you want to get in the Hefner mansion and have sex with women that think money's real, but it's okay. So it's real hard being married to him. We met Hank Baskett, and I saw Kendra on top, and I was like, oh, that must be difficult. Yeah. Well, you're trying to have a coherent conversation with women that think we need more money. And the guy going, okay, I'll get you more money, baby. It's like, but money can't save you, kid. Oh. Hey, David Marley, help. Steve? No, okay. I'll take care of it, man. I'll be your God. Isn't it kind of embarrassing having a white cousin for a god? Seriously? Don't you think so? Parsons, Marley's, we're cousins. That's cool, man. It's an English thing. You wouldn't understand tea. Some tea and scrumpets? I don't like tea. I don't know what scrumpets are. I imagine there's some kind of a cake or something, like a muffin or something. Okay. Scrumpet. I've never had a scrumpet, but I don't like tea, so don't ask me. I'm not British. Well, technically we are British in my dad's side and stuff, but I guess we have more German. No, I don't like beer either. I can't stand beer. Don't like tea. Don't like beer. I was raised in New Mexico. It took me a while to get used to green chili. I love it. It was funny because when I was a kid, oh gosh, no, right? Because I'm Germanic. And so I liked meat and potatoes and stuff, but hate beer, right? Oh yeah, yak piss, I hate it. Well, I was raised by good Christians, But but now, I take my finger on my bowl with my green chili and scrape and then drink out the green chili and have a chip with it. Yeah, if you would have told me that when I was a little kid that I would be doing this with green chili when I got older, I'd have told you you're crazy. I was like, you're nuts. There's no way in hell I'll do that. I will still eat macaroni and cheese, pizza, fried chicken. I do like carrots. It took me a while to get used to celery, but I like celery. Broccoli. Yeah, broccoli was one that, Mom had to introduce things and she would test to see what you like and then try to give you, like I did with Noah, give you healthy alternatives so you wouldn't get sick by just eating stuff that doesn't digest as well. So, that was hard. I still wonder how Emily because Mom's diet is different, she's not. Patrick's mom was a healthy eater. So, I don't worry about Patrick. Patrick likes broccoli. Patrick likes, So Patrick, if he's not feeling, he'll eat stuff that's healthy to try to be healthy. But he does drink alcohol. I don't know if he's still doing that. That's none of my business. It's not my concern. I raised him until he was 9, and that's my business and that's my concern. What happened to him after that with the Mormon Mafia, that's their business, not mine. Mormon Mafia? Yeah, Mormon Mafia. You're Las Cruces. Okay. Martin Barreras. Yeah, okay. There's like a Mormon Mafia, yes. It's like a thuggish, ruggish bone thing that does deals, like the things that go on a feist and all that. So yeah, I did not know my cousins, Jimmy and Jimbo and Johnny told me about it when they did tech work in Salt Lake City, and John wrote the program and got it all thing, and then they stole it from him and then ran him out of town. It's like, oh, that sounds horrible. It is. But I don't think, Bishop Brown's anything like that. No, he's not. He was a really good man. But The mob runs a church. Oh, son of a bitch. Okay. Real housewives of Mormon, real lives of Mormon housewives. Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah. Business is as business does. So that's why I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer, and other people on TV are. Everything they say, like I was watching again, they had a thing on Michelle Obama, and she was talking about the Reiners, and it's like, yeah, that's the truth. But did you hear what she said? They believe in economic conflict. They believe in equal opportunity to compete economically, and which gets men raped in prisons in Venezuela if you end up on the wrong side of the economic conflict. So she told the truth about the Reiners. I'll have what she's having, not me. I'll have truth with a side of love. Where's my kids? But life's eternal, grace is infinite, and that's the way you have to see your children. That's the way you have to see your parents. And if Mark Zuckerberg and his perverts come in your dreams and try to fuck with a thing with a dream about your parents, about your mother, and you go, that's just a CGI computer-generated image with your ego problems. Okay? I'm going to go back to bed and get some sleep. Okay? Fuck you and your little... I didn't step outside the program, but I know what the program's all about, so I don't have to step outside of it to tell you about yourself. Hey, go sodomize men in prison in Venezuela. If not, take all the hot blondes in the back of the plane, but let Mark win, right? He's an asshole. I like to try to tell myself he wasn't. Because Rockefeller was like, I'm not going to do anything to, life's eternal, grace is infinite, hell, heaven, and hell are instantaneous. And they get that in your brain. They tell you, you're going to have to kill these people. It's like, David Goliath, those days are over. It's not a little melodramatic, come out in the middle of the street, drink everything out, I'm going to rape them. I'm going to take a big rock and hit you in the head with it in the country. Isn't that a little passé? Coming after everybody. If you owe me money, it's like, oh boy, we've got quantum computing and artificial general intelligence now. What's the main cause of most sexual, guys? Self-surveillance is like being a good shepherd, right? If you have soft surveillance, okay. Intense surveillance, the only reason the police department in El Paso thinks they need intense surveillance is because they're still engaged in economic conflict and home invasion through legal contracts, which is wrong, because then people don't develop properly the right, wrong, good, bad. See, so what you do is you be right and good, and then everybody understands, okay, that guy's truthful, he's faithful, you can trust him, that's a good Tom Jeffords there. And me and my wife, Sincere, I take her with me everywhere, my wife's Sincere. Okay, and so what you do is you do that, and then if people are in houses and the dad sexually does something to the kids and they tell the mom don't like it, they can get up and leave. And they'll say, I'm going to go over stay with Tom Jeffords, sir. We're not going to stay with you. I walk away. Galathle, you haven't tried to have sex with your daughter, doesn't want to have sex with you. It's going to break down the relationship between you and your wife, and then she's going to have sex with someone else, and you're going to cut the tip of her nose off, and then Lozon's going to come up and say, what part do you want cut off? Your nose or the tip of your penis? You can't control it. See what I'm saying? So don't, when these people try to do things to upset you, realize they're pathetic. They're child molesting, mind raping, murdering perverts. Okay? And if they could self-correct, they would. But they can't. I'll have what she's having. No. Okay? Have what I'm having. Okay? Truth and love. There you go. Okay? So, I'm the Messiah for a reason. And I'm not just talking out my ass because I need more money or Jesus is going to kill me because if I don't raise $1 million, I can't pay off everybody's bills in Grant County. You're silly. I know. So, G-force. So we got this. This is a correction of artificial general intelligence and quantum computing. And how do you do that? Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Share, care, given according to need, built to last. Forgive debt and trespass, love, honor, eternal, faithful, peace. I'm pretty sure artificial general intelligence and quantum computing already got that concept. I think they also understand the part about share caregiving according to need built to last to maintain natural laws. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. Want a piece of pie? It won't cost you any money. You just have to get up and help make it. Okay, there's the recipe. Okay, thank you very much. I love you too. So, I have a tongue piercing. I don't want to know. And so it's a TV show. And so, it'll be nice not having to, I don't know what's going to happen with TV entertainment and stuff. I've been watching lots of Saved by the Bell lately, and you watch the one where Kelly was going to be a model, and Zach guy, it's like, you really want that sleaze bag to go off to, show her to go off with that sleaze bag for a month? Show me hot and sexy. Show me this. She's 16 years old, and okay. We say, well, she looks good in those bathing suits, It's okay to go around in a bathing suit, but do you really want all the nerds in the chess club masturbating to your girlfriend because they got pictures of her in a bathing suit or underwear? Oh, that's bad brain activity, isn't it, though? CCOT, 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 CIA, CCOT, CIA, CCOT, KGB. Everybody's KGB thinks money's more valuable than you and me. All right? Don't be an asshole. If you have to be an asshole, it's okay. We've got artificial general intelligence and quantum computing, so quando, quando, quando. I like that song. Yeah, me too.